Alright, let's continue our investigation. Oh, does she know anything about the Switch? Guess not. Scene of the crime. Oh no, that's Emma, isn't it? Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. Yep. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh. Am I supposed to be happy? You gave me the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin made me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left. My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. What, more snackoos? Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in there. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Well, out with it. Let's ask her about this first, though. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked out that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know we can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamoureux's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? Although you're probably just gonna say, considering their relationship, you're probably gonna say that she was just lying to protect him. That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? These games would be boring then. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Was it true that what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The Guitar Serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then Lamoureux flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 30 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it! Sometimes I worry about that girl. Okay, what's this something strange? So what'd you find? It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. Oh. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. That's what the remote we found is for, isn't it? Oh, like on a Beetle. Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Like this? Oh, wait. Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma. You know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this. Let me try pressing the switch. Huh? Oh, it's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Excuse me, sneeze. Well, now we know what this is. An igniter. Is that how Clavier's guitar caught fire? This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma more about the switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience. The Switch. And not the Nintendo Switch. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking. Anyway. Now we know this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet. The same range as those, headsets. A transmitter, huh? Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area... Let's see, 30 feet from Lamra's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. And where did we find it? We found it in the piano, didn't we? It also looks like it would cover the stage. Kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. I wonder. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues elsewhere, then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. All these little parts. It's pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that... Good thing machines run even if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says. Not really a saying you want to go around repeating, Trucy. Is that all there was to this? Try looking around again. I don't know if we're going to find anything new. It's fruit! Fruit, Apollo! Fruit! I heard you the first time. Sure's a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know! I'll make it vanish! Into my stomach! Better not. They might make you pay for it. And if you have the money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Right after the shooting took place, Lamoureux tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Or did she? Do you think the timing of when she dropped it's important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Me as well. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Dislocating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Daddy always had stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I'll bet. The body's gone, as well as the piece of floor with the blood stain on it. Look, the carpet's been torn up here. That's the part we did the luminol testing on in court. Lunimol? What's Lunimol? It's luminol. Get it right. Emma's kind of scary when it comes to science. I think I actually I didn't even notice. I just pronounced it right straight away. Best learn the word and not incite her wrath again. Seeing those mirrors lined up like that really makes me think I'm in a dressing room. It is a dressing room. Look at all that makeup. Well, I haven't got a clue, and I doubt those are. Guess she's not into makeup yet. This was the window where Lamoureux saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window is closed. Maybe she heard it some other way. Some other way, huh? Like through a headset, maybe? Seen those mirrors lined up like that. Oh, okay, that looked like it was the guitar case. The murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouche. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latouche was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? To have been able to take the gun away from him. Nothing of note in here. Oh, it's him. What, come to laugh at the murderer? Darian. That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Really? Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? So he is pretty much officially implicated? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. And Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid! Like that hair. So, about your alibi. You have to ask. I mean, yeah, he was on stage when the shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latouche dead. I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamoureux's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion's cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Was you, Darian? He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviniers are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's now at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Right on! Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I wanted to that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well... Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Rippin'! Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Yummy. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. That's Clavier's office, huh? This is it, the Gavenier's head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Or is it a little bit of both? Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing, object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet-like. That's eavesdropping. Why, we'd just be waiting, quietly, so he didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Huh? Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just get me that report. Chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? What was that all about? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hiya. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tea in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviniers. Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? I guess we'll start with the case. Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yeah. I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, Herr Forehead? I read the funnies. Why does that not surprise me? Then you'll not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy. The Prosecutor's Deadly Song. Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone's been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It's endless. Endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey! Is that a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes, the Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Borginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalists didn't see the need to mention it. Makes sense. I hardly know to think of it myself. Lamoureux's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. We'll probably need her to show this to her to... Oh, no, wait, she won't be able to read it. Crap! It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lamoureux's ballad. That part might be important. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lamoureux is my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible. I really love that song. It had such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lamera, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I'd gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lamera's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk to her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote the song right there backstage. Mahi on the piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on the guitar that I borrowed from Lamera. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. Hey now. It's a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. Yeah, the one that's burnt to a crisp. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump, that's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why does guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Let's have a look. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? Yep. I thought that it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How's that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamera. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia. That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum-packed it in Lamera's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar, it's too bad it got burned. What was it you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right, what was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Oh, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device. Oh, was it? Yes, this in fact. Yep. Another one of those. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd, that device looks strangely familiar. Yes. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. That looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, in Lamoureux's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? There's lightly scorched, and then there's this. It's burned clean through. Yeah, it's pretty much a useless piece of junk. It's kind of like you after a trial, Apollo. Hey! Which part? The burned clean through or the useless piece of junk? Trucy is savage. Anything else we can check out? Look at all the guitars. Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that. They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers also... Yeah, rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of a show. No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. You know, you should try rocking a little, Apollo. And breaking his guitars while he watches, that might be a little too rockin'. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they're like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? Nice chair. What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. That's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic something device. I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? Was it Trucy talking about vibrators? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Wait, I thought I was looking at the guitar. Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption? You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Though I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Some kind of egg? Looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking what this creepy thing... What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Is it a replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Huh? Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Thanks for throwing me under the bus, Trucy. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something Undercover Agent Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. Oh, this was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever this is a replica of. Whatever Mr. Latouche was after. That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Borginia. But apparently there's a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh. Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Borginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamra's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamra. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Borginian. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead. Thanks. You gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Oh, he's gonna try to... He's gonna try and make this bite us in the ass, isn't he? Perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. True, Thanks for the information. About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right. I've been thinking, Herr Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Ha! Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street? That's pretty simple, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Alright, I guess we've covered everything here. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. What is it, Emma? Either of you know where Lamra is? Huh? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamora's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being she's blind and all. Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Where could she have gone? Place is deserted. I wonder where Lamora went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. I would think Emma already searched the obvious places. Huh? The stage is pitch dark. The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. It was really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lamora has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed? Changed. Can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? Was the guitar case? Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before? Yeah. Huh, I guess someone closed it. Wait, look. Where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. What the fuck? Emma, we have to get Emma! What the shit? Lamora was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Emma, how's Lamora? Is she okay? Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamora! Ah, Mr. Attorney. You were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew, that very moment I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. It was lucky for me the first blow didn't knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Oh. Hi, nothing. I'm in the middle of Case 3 right now. Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabase case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lamora? The detective asked me this too. And to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. That doesn't tell us much. Does she know... But, does she know anything about this? By the way, we didn't examine it closely yet. What is this? Sample. Sample of what? Think they put a big enough label on it? Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake. Yes, they might think it was an otherwise tasty white lump of plastic. Maybe it's the manufacturer. Sample toys when you can't afford the real thing. Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Oh, Lamora, I want to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This? This is what? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after. You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean you know what... Yes, I know, of course. This must be... a Borginian cocoon. Cocoon? Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why have I heard of a Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon. So do you get silk from it? Yeah, or does something hatch from it? I do not know the details. I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. What, except you? What's that? The cocoons. They are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. Holy shit. That's harsh. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but was looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. Right, just to give him an idea of what it looked like. So that's what he was up to. Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Oh, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? What, does Mothula hatch from it or something? Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lamoral marked. Couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamora. It was the least I could do. We have to show it to Mai, don't we? Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Alright, this is gonna get juicy, I think. Mahi, we came to talk to you about the case. Mahi? Could you interpret for us, Lamora? Yes. Mahi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled myself. Mai, isn't there another seeker you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do we mean by secret? Well... Or is he the smuggler? If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Oh, he does. I'll take that as a yes. Mahi, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamora, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Mahi? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. Alright. What is this cocoon, anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease? It's a cure for incuritis. Really? A cure for incuritis? The hell kind of... I'm not even going to comment on that. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well at least we know what it is. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Mahi? Mahi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I'm sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, to have had a copy of that security camera tape. Well, Mahi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Mahi really did bring one to the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? Oh, because of what happens to smugglers. I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia is death. That's right. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over. Huh? Oh. Darian! What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call from Mahi from the Borginian embassy. This meeting's over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call him back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving. Darian, wait! Never liked you, either of you. Huh? Oh, jeez. Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Mahi had to say. Apollo? And there can be only one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow, in court. Is Shark Boy the killer? Alright, then that will, I think about do it for tonight. When next we come back to this, we will, hopefully get to the bottom of this mystery. So with that, thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.